Hey everyone! Keep watching to see my January 2022 Plan With Me video. Oh my god, that feels so weird to say, you guys. I cannot believe that another year has already passed. We're already 2 years into the 2020s. That is insane. Anyways, my theme for this month is froggies, as you can see. I tried a very cartoon style this month because I just wanted something simple and easy to do. And I always have loved frogs. They're so adorable, and I know they've been around Pinterest and TikTok a lot recently, but I don't know, frogs are just so adorable, and I thought this would be a great way to start the year. Also, my notebook is green, and so I kind of wanted to start with something green because the outside of my dot grid journal is green. I don't know if that makes me a little bit insane, but that's kind of where my brain was going with the organization for this month's spread. And then, because January is, of course, the first month of 2022, and because my theme is frogs, I thought it was only fitting to make the quote, "leaping into the next year." You could also write "leaping into the new year." I don't really know why I didn't write "new year." That would probably make more sense, but it's in there forever as next year, so we're just gonna go with it. And then to decorate this page, I have a leaping frog, or at least I attempted. In the cartoon style, it's a little bit more difficult, but what I did is I drew the same body shape as when they're sitting down regularly, but the arms are extending up this time, and the legs are attached instead of to the side. The legs are extending downwards. So hopefully that makes sense, and I think the frog turned out pretty well. It looks like it's leaping up. Okay, next, moving on to the calendar page, I started by outlining just a regular calendar with 5x5 boxes. I used a thicker pen. I think it was the size 1 fine liner, Sakura Pigma fine liner. And then on the inside of the calendar, I used a smaller pen to do the lines. I did these lines by hand because, as you guys could probably tell, this is a different location than I normally film from, and I did not have access to my ruler. And I was a little sad because I used to want to do all of my lines by hand, but recently I've found out that the ruler is actually much easier, and I was missing it a little bit. But anyways, at the top of the spread, then I drew 3 frogs, and one of them I thought it would be fun to make catching a fly, so that's what's happening. And then I'm acting like the top of the calendar, where I'm going to label the days of the week, is the grass. I realize that at this point in the video, I probably should explain how I actually draw the frogs. So the way that I draw the frogs is by making the arch shaped that's at the bottom of their belly, then connecting that to the feet, which is 3 little lines for the feet, then making a larger arch to go over top of that. That's where the eyes go on top of. And then on both sides, I draw 2 legs sticking out with long feet. So that's how I draw the frogs. Now moving on, you can see I'm labeling the calendar. I drew little circles in the top left of every box and then labeled those. And now I'm labeling the entire spread with January. I also left a little space for my monthly goals because that's always a nice thing to have for me personally. And after some finishing touches, this spread is all good to go. Oh my goodness, also apologies if you can hear my dog snoring in the background as I am doing the voiceover. That's the weird noise, I promise it's not my stomach. Anyways, moving on to the habit tracker spread, I drew 9 boxes that are going to fit in the January calendars with 1 dot grid being each day of the month for the calendars. Now I'm using a green mild liner to block out the calendars so that the remaining white is the actual calendar shape. I wonder if I can count how many times I said calendar in that sentence. Alright, and now that we have the actual habit tracker boxes all done, it's time to start decorating. So again, here's another look at how I draw those frogs, since I know the explanation might have been a little confusing. So here we go, there's 2 frogs and some grass to go along with them. Now I'm adding the smiles, the cute little derpy faces, and then I went ahead and colored them in. I am using one of my Tombow dual brush pens to do the frog color and the mild liner to do the grass color. And then on the underbellies of all the frogs, I do a quick little go over with the yellow to outline that, and I always add pink blush to the cheeks. Then of course I make the eyes black. Now I'm adding the title. For this title, I wanted to make it pretty simple and experiment with just different title styles that I haven't done before, so I did an oval that said habits in it, and then I did a drop shadow and some extra dots to make it fancy, because why not? So like I said earlier in the video, I am trying to make this setup pretty simple, especially since the holiday season was when I filmed this and it was quite busy. So instead of drawing 31 different frogs, I drew a circle with a frog inside of it, surrounded by a larger circle, and divided it into 31 different sections. Actually, it ended up being more than 31 sections. I don't know how I miscounted, but I miscounted, so I guess there's some bonus sections that I can fill in later at some point. Anyways, as I was coloring in the frog, I used those same colors to make a color key for my moods, which I will later finish after I color in the grass and the title. Okay, there we go. And these were actually the only pages that I did, so after some finishing touches, it is time for the flip through. Thank you so much if you made it this far in the video. Thank you for watching. I make monthly YouTube videos just like this for my bullet journal setup, so please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video.